sometimes making coins really is that easy. We're so caught up in fluctuation trading or icon trading or complement link trading, which are all great methods to use, but we forget the easiest ways to make coins. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Trading to Glory episode. Today, we're talking about club stocking of cards that are going to be going up over time, along with Team of the Week 4, maybe a little bit of out-of-pack investing. And let's shoot for 690 likes on today's video. That would be absolutely amazing. Let's hop right into it. As we said, we're going to be club stocking cards that are going to be going up over time, and I'll give you guys a ton of examples in this video, but that doesn't limit you to what you can find as a club stock that might rise over the course of the next few weeks or month, because we don't need to sell these immediately and don't expect to make immediate profit. But when you're looking at an 84 rated inform that's also got some decent stats and can be usable, like Anderson Talisca, and you can get them for less than 11,000 coins right now. Same thing for Locatelli, not as usable, not as many people will be buying him for his stats, especially when you have Tonali as another option for a very similar price. Then you're not going to be seeing too many people buy Locatelli as a card for their team as much as you would see for Anderson Talisca. But if you take a look at my transfer list, or not my transfer list, but my club, you can see I'm already starting to club stock some cards. A lot of these guys are in my team, like Immobile, Dybala, Pogba's untradeable right there. But Chesney, you know? Thiago, Fabinho, Rodri, Mahrez, Schmeichel, Milinkovic-Savic, all of these guys. Every single one of these cards, including the two informs that I had just brought up to you guys. I got Locatelli for 10,750, Anderson Talisca for 11K. I put him in my club. I'm going to forget about him. I'm literally going to go ahead and put him in the club, and they're just going to sit there. And then one day, when a magical SBC drops, these cards will eventually rise. And I'll say, in one of my videos, I'll tell you, hey guys, remember that? Let's go ahead and take the profit now. And that's what's going to happen. And I already have a ton of players in the club to support that. But we've still got a ton more that we can go out and buy. There's so many cards right now that are close to discard price, and especially when we're working with a market that's up in price so much, especially for the meta cards, guys. Like Ben Yedder is a card that I was trading with the other day. We bought him a bunch for 23,000 coins. Well, this card alone is already up 10,000 coins on the card. What a great investment that ended up being. I wish I had bought more, and I wish I had waited to sell a little bit longer, because I sold them for like 29. Could have made like 4,000 more coins per card. Made some good profit though. We'll take it. But we see the meta market's up a ton, so you're looking at that Ben Yedder for 33K, and you're like, well, I don't want to buy that as an investment, and you're right. It's probably not a good one if it just rose 10,000 coins already. Sometimes they'll keep rising. A lot of times, especially as we're getting closer and closer to Tuesday, which is what I think the peak of these cards will be before they start dropping slightly on Wednesday, or maybe staying about the same price and then dropping hard on Thursday. So if you're looking for any meta cards, Thursday is the way to go. And if you have a team right now and you're looking to upgrade it at all, sell those cards now and then buy back the upgrades on Thursday. If you're selling and buying the exact same player, you do have to think about that 5% tax as well. Is it worth it? You know, to sell a Quadrado right now for 16K, do you think he's going to go down to 12 or 13 on Thursday? I mean, I won't say it's not possible. I won't even say it's not likely, but you're still going to be covering the 5% tax, and then you're going to be without your Quadrado for a couple of days. So I don't know if it'll end up being worth it. Maybe if you're not playing at all over the course of the couple of days, then that would be the case. But if you're buying new players, if you're looking to upgrade from Quadrado Hakimi, if you're looking to get, a SBC Koulibaly, sell the Koulibaly now, even though it probably dropped from the point you bought it because of the SBC Koulibaly and people replacing it. Well, it's going to be up right now more than it will be on Thursday. That's what I'm saying. So you don't want to hold on to any meta cards until Thursday, especially if they're not like in your active team. You kind of have an excuse if they're in that starting 11. But when it comes to investing in club stock, informs are always great, but let's take a look at ones to watch cards too. There's no reason that we can't take a look at some ones to watches and actually invest in some of those discards as well, because when you think about it, they play every weekend, and if they score a goal at any point, well, they're going to go up in price, even if they don't end up getting an inform. If Cucurella ends up getting a goal for Brighton, well, he's going right up in price immediately. It doesn't matter if he's going to be a good card in the end. People will go out and panic buy that card over the hype, and we just sell into that hype, and we take our profit then. So when it comes down to it, let's go ahead and invest in some of these ones to watch cards. And on top of this, guys, we've already seen ones to watch be needed for one squad building challenge already. So if we already saw it once, it's very likely that it happens again. So Cucurella and Hector Bellerin, 2 Spaniards, are going to be the cheapest option. Oh, 3 Spaniards. Junior Firpo decided to join the party. I'll pick one of him up for 9,900, knowing that that's his the lowest. It's almost the lowest you can buy him for. Send him into the club right there. Cucurella and Hector Bellerin. Let's go ahead and pick up one of each. And let's be real, guys. If Hector Bellerin or Cucurella don't end up doing anything, well, what do we do? What could we possibly do? We could just quick sell it. We just quick sell the card, and we get 99% of our coins back in return. Literally 99% of the coins back in return. The risk, there's no risk. There's no risk. You're just picking up these cards, club stocking them. Can't seem to get one for 9,900, so I guess I have to pay 10K. I'll buy the one with the castle on it, the Sentinel. Adds a little bit of value. Tech Avion. And then we got the Firpo, we got to get Cucurella, so let's go buy one of him. And we should all, at this point, have enough coins to where we can go out and at least buy one of each of these cards and still have plenty of coins to actively trade. If you've only got 100,000 coins on your account, guys, this is not for you. It's not going to work for you. I mean, it will work, but you got to think about the opportunity cost. If you're going to take this 100K, you're probably turning this 100K into maybe 130, 140K over the course of the next couple weeks, because it's just sitting there as a passive investment, right? Well, you could do way more with 100K in those couple of weeks, guys. So don't get caught up in putting all of your coins into such a passive investment. But right now, when the market is up so much and there's not really any great meta investments, this is the perfect time to actually pick up some of these cards to club stock. So I'm going to do that with pretty much everybody that is ones to watch. Bergwijn, no, that is the wrong name. I'm looking for Berghuis. Pretty sure Bergwijn had a ones to watch 2 years ago when he transferred. So I guess I wasn't too off. But Berghuis. I can't get it. I've tried to pronounce his name, and every single time I pronounce it, the Dutch in the comments are like, really supportive. You guys are awesome. You're like, oh, it's so hard to pronounce that name. You're so close. You're doing so well. And I just look at that comment like, I can't get it. I can't say his name. So we're just going to call him Steven from now on, and hopefully that'll suffice. You guys will know who I'm talking about. No, we're not talking about Gerard. We're talking about Steven. The real Steven. Steven from Ajax. That's the Steven we're talking about. So we'll pick up one of him right there. Danny Ings. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe Danny Ings is this cheap, guys. His card is going to get a boost to 84 rated, first of all, once he gets his first inform. And he scores so many goals. I mean, this might be an investment that I'll make big time as we get closer to his first game. Because if he just scores one goal real quick, I can sell all these cards for probably like 13,000, 14,000 coins after a goal because of the hype. So that might not be a terrible idea. He is this cheap right now, which is awesome, and we were able to get one for 10.5K. So we'll add that into the club as well. So this is exactly what we've got to do, guys. There's plenty of options to go with. There's plenty of cards that you can pick up. Locatelli's another one. We picked up one of his informs. Let's go ahead and pick up one of his ones to watch cards as well. Might as well, boys. Oh, he's a little bit more on his ones to watch. A little bit more. People think he might get upgraded to 86, and even if he does, will he be good enough at 86 rated? I don't know. I'll try to get him for a little bit cheaper later because it looks like he's up a couple hundred coins. But there's tons of them, man. As you get up a little bit higher in rating, they get more expensive. Griezmann's the cheapest 85, 150,000 coins. Not exactly a great club stock item because there's so much risk involved with a card that's going for 150k. If he doesn't end up doing anything, then, well, you're going to lose coins over the course of the next couple of months. But there are plenty of these that we can pick up, and it doesn't even have to be ones to watch, boys. We can pick up cards that are just gold. You can just go out and buy a ton of 83 rated players, get every single one in the game for less than 1,000 coins, and I'll promise you right now, you can clip this and everything. Every single 83 in the game at one point will be above 1,000 coins, and they'll probably be above 2,000 coins at some point. Will it be in the next 3 weeks? Probably not for 2K. Will it be by Black Friday? Maybe. But why not when they are this cheap? We know they're going to be needed in SBCs throughout the year, and if they start dropping in supply, because they're pretty up in supply right now, but if the demand goes up, the supply goes down, those things go flying. And even 84s, 85s, 86s, even some 87s really catch my eye, because you're looking at cards like Laporte, which is a 86 rated center back with a great hyperlink to Rodri. He's 7,000 coins. Thiago's only 7k. He's, Spanish, Liverpool, center mid. All of those guys get great links to each other. So many Spaniards to actually go with there and link together. So maybe the fact that there are so many options for chemistry doesn't help too much. Maybe if you look at fullbacks, that could end up being a really, really solid investment. Hazard, only 4,000 coins right there. You've got Thiago Silva, less than 4k. Undawan, that's pretty solid. I stay away from goalkeepers generally. I don't really like goalkeepers as investments. Trent Alexander-Arnold is a right back from England in the Premier League at 87 rating. And he's only 12k. He's a little bit more than the cheapest 87s, but, I mean, that card's going to be over 20k once more SBCs are needed. Easily over 20,000 coins. So that's going to be a great club stock item for a gold card. So if you find some gold cards, go ahead and pick those up and put them in your club as well. There's literally going to be no risk as long as you're willing to hold these cards until they do rise. Because at this point, there's not really much of a way for them to go down in price. They are pretty much at their bottom point for the year, probably for the expensive guys. So I'll pick up one of these Trents at 12k. I'll put it in my club. I'll sit on it. It might go down to 11k at one point, especially on Thursday, guys, especially for the ones that are in packs. The cards on, they'll drop on Thursday. But generally, I'm just going to hold on to these until they go up. I don't have to worry about them until they go up, and then I'll remind you once they do. But let's go ahead and take a look at something else as well, guys, which is going to be Team of the Week 4. And the way that I search my Team of the Week 4 predictions, I just type it in on Twitter, and I look through everybody's predictions, and I see what the community's looking at. So right here, we've got Lewis. By the way, LE96Z might be in tomorrow's video, so I'm just throwing it out there. Kind of a coincidence that he popped up right here. But we can see some of the cards that are getting hyped up. I'm looking for a full team. Here's one, at least with some of the cards. Mbappe, rumored to get in. OTW Depay with 2 goals and 2 assists. Timo Werner for Germany. Lozano for Mexico. Lo Celso, Patrick Schick, Mohamed El Yanusi, Barrios, Godoy, Gudmundsson. Okay, so some good options there. Is that another one down here? We've got Gvardiol right here. Gvardiol is going to be a very quick center back, as if we need any more from Bundesliga. You've already got St. Just, you've got Lacroix. Now, you're probably going to have Gvardiol, who's going to be up there in pace. And if he gets that featured Team of the Week item, he'll go to 84 rated, and that card would be absolutely unreal. Jadon Sancho, he's also got a ones to watch as well, so keep an eye on that. Mahrez might be getting in for Algeria. Joshua Kimmich for Germany. So instead of Werner, this guy went with Kimmich. So a couple of disparities with the predictions. That's why you got to look at all of them. You've got Mane. Here's the FUTBIN predictions, which they always do a pretty good one, and they've got some pretty cool cards on here. You've got the Sancho again, Mbappe, Mahrez, Rafinha. That'd be a cool one. He did do well in the first game for Brazil over the break. Not so much in the second where they tied 0-0 against Colombia. I mean, not really a man of the match coming out of that. Mane, also in this prediction. And then you got Ferran Torres, who probably would get in. He got 2 goals in the semifinal. Then you got Robertson for Scotland. Vardiol, again, look at that card. I mean, that is actually a pretty insane card for a center back. I'm pretty hyped that they're juicing the center backs this year. And then you've got Keylor Navas for Costa Rica. Robinson's in this one as well. You've got Ishak in this one as well. So pretty good team of the week. It's much better than the one we had this week. And if you've saved your team of the week pack, well, hold out for it because you might as well wait till Wednesday to open it. You're going to have a lot better cards in that team of the week. And in fact, when you guys do open those team of the week cards, right when the team of the week comes out, you can often sell them for more than what they would normally go for. Like, let's take, for example, Tomori. Take his OTW. Right when it came out, guys, this card was selling for about 200K just for a few minutes. It started at about 290, and then it would get bought a couple times at like 280, and then it would go down to 250, and then continue to drop. But you know, every single minute there were cards getting bought at certain prices. And I mean, if you listed it for 180 at one point, it was getting sniped immediately and relisted for 250, right? But over the course of the next, few hours, it dropped under 65,000 coins. And then over the course of the next day, it got all the way down to what it is now, which is about 50,000 coins, maybe a little bit higher, 53,000 coins. So that's what he's at right now. But he was selling for well over 200K for a few minutes. So if you open those packs right at 6 p.m. UK, that's actually a pretty good idea because you're going to get a lot more coins out of that. Like Gavardiol, that card is going to probably be so expensive for the first few minutes, and then it'll settle because it's only an 81 rated card. And that's just one example of it, guys. That was when OTW dropped, when Team of the Week dropped. It was the same thing with Tonali. Tonali was an 81 rated card. He was selling for 40,000 coins, no problem. He's now 14K. So you can get so much more out of them opening them on at 6 p.m. UK on Wednesday, right when they drop, rather than waiting. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully this helped you out with Team of the Week. When it comes to out-of-packs investments, I would probably suggest to stay away from most cards unless they're already up a little bit because of squad building challenges, but nothing in those teams really caught my eye. Daily Blend, not really going to go up much out of packs. So as we get farther into the year, guys, these cards that are in Team of the Week, they're not going to be as relevant to rising out of packs because they've been in packs for so long. They're in people's clubs a little bit more. They could still rise, and it's still early in the year. It's still possible that certain ones do. I just don't see any cards in here that catch my eye. If it was week 1, Rafinha would have been sick, but not anymore. Not at this point. I don't think the gold card's going to rise at all out of packs. And as I look at the rest of them, nothing great. There's no perfect investment out of packs here, unfortunately. So that's just not what I'm going to be looking at. I wouldn't invest in any of them. But as we see on Wednesday when it does get released, if there is a card that I see, I will tweet it out, so you guys know immediately which card I'm going for out of packs if something sneaks in that we weren't expecting. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. As I said, don't miss tomorrow's video. It is a big video. It's got a lot of content in it, and it's one of the longest, probably the longest video I've ever uploaded to YouTube. So it's going to be good. I've put a lot of work into it. So hopefully you enjoy it. And if you made it to the end of the video today, comment down below, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes in the comments. I'll make sure to heart it. All the OGs that made it to the end of my videos, I appreciate it. You guys have been killing it recently, and I couldn't be more thankful. So I'll see you guys in tomorrow's big video. Peace out.